Well, we were outdoors working on a flood and drain. Seemed to keep having problems with phones. So we got this flooding down from back there. It's actually going to go to the top layer next year because this is going to be a 2-layer flood and drain. It's going to go probably in the back of this because I don't want this to drain back to the pump. I want this top one to drain all through these drains into the next table, so then it can drain into the reservoir. But I've got these little deals here. These are actually, all they do is hold your spray nozzle for your sink, so they don't actually hold any pressure or anything, but they do work really good as a bulkhead. And it was like $1.69, so that's pretty good. And this was $10. It works as a bulkhead too in the fishing section, and it had a 5-foot hose, so that wasn't too bad. So I got them, and then I got a 290-gallon pump for $9 and some change, or $8 and some change. So that was pretty cool, off Amazon. And then my rack here, it was thrown out by the curb, so somebody told me to come get it before it gets thrown away, and I did. That was awesome. And then my flood table there, it was donated to me, which this is the lid to it. They actually go on top of each other. So got a 4-inch flood table and a 7-inch flood table. So pretty much everything was donated to me so far. So there's not a lot of cost here. And I am handicapped, so I kind of work with what I got. And my drains up here, I've got some holes drilled in them down there. I've got 3 holes down in the bottom drilled in. And then I slid this can on with this ice cream bucket over it. And then I drilled another one so this little white can here won't fill up with water and stay full. It will actually drain all the way. And then the 3 holes at the bottom are actually down there, so the entire thing will flood. Well, it's almost up to where it's going to start flooding. And of course this in here is a little lower, so. But I've got 2 floods to each drain up here. I've got one on each side. This one I put on the outside so it would go down and not mess with my other ones. And it should drain somewhere right about back there on both sides. And this one drains in the middle to hit my reservoir, which I'll have a lid on it before next year. I plan on running this one table here this year, maybe with some vegetables in it before it gets too late, because it's already kind of hot. Everything's dying, so it's about time to start planting some more squash again. So I think that's what's going to go in here. But so far it's looking like it's working there. It's almost to where it's overflowing now. Of course, like I said, it's always overflowing down there, so my flood table will drain completely at the very end when my pump kicks off. Getting real close. This one's still got about a ½ inch or so, but this one's way less than ½ inch. Uh-oh, I'm running out of water. That pump I have when there's a 290 gallons an hour, so it's a decent sized pump. It's actually spraying out a good stream there that I did not know about. I have one inside for my flood and drain table, which this up here will be my inside flood drain table. Oh, I already have one built somewhere, but it'll be the exact same one. So keep your fingers crossed that it works inside. I haven't started it yet until my autoflowers quit. Dang, it ought to be overflowing any time now. There's a lot of water that goes into this thing. Oh yeah, it's fixing to overflow. Of course, like I said, you know, it's overflowing this whole time right now. That's how much it's overflowing. out of those 3 holes in the bottom and then the 1 hole in that white cup right there. Of course, after I get all these rocks in here and my plants, I won't have near as much water in here. Oh, there she goes. Overflowing into the star. I think it's going to work pretty good. I'll just need to see exactly how much water I need in my reservoir. Of course, I'm fixing to... I've been cleaning up, so I got lots of rocks here to put in there. And I'm hoping they're not going to change my pH. They're just river rocks. There it goes. It's flooding over. Keep sweating on my phone. It's so daggum hot. It's flooding over good. Looks like this one over here might start flooding over here in a second, maybe. Of course, I put 2 flood ends on here just to make sure I did not have any overflows, because I do not want an overflow. And it looks like that one is going to keep up with it, but if one does get clogged, that's what I'm hoping this one here is going to be for. It's going to guarantee that I'm not going to have any problems. That's really why I put 2 on there. But it seems to be working good. Can't wait to fill it up with